Did you hear that the Big Beautiful Bill is cutting $1 trillion from Medicaid? That's kicking 12 million people off of healthcare. And that's over a 10-year period, which is $100 billion a year. You do realize we spend over $800 billion annually for Medicaid, right? Okay, but still millions are going to lose coverage. Only if they're able-bodied, childless adults who don't even work 20 hours a week. And there are 14 million people like that right now. The bill just states that if you want taxpayer-funded health care, then you need to put in a little bit of work if you're able to. So now health care comes with a time card. Nope, just work requirements. Just like every other federal benefit program. This is for people who actually need help, not just treat it like it's a lifestyle. Okay, but what if they can't find work? Then they're exempt. Same with those who are disabled, have kids, or are elderly. This isn't heartless. I fear it's common sense. Okay, but it still feels harsh. And you know what? I think your heart is in a really good place. It's just the information is wrong. But what's harsh is abusing the system while working families are struggling to afford insurance. If you are an illegal immigrant, you will be deported. Right. Makes sense because they're illegal. Legal immigrant. If you're an illegal immigrant, you will be deported. He's racist. He's dragging innocent people out of their home who've done nothing wrong in front of their children. No, not innocent people, the illegal ones. Just the ones who committed the crime, hence illegal immigrant. Illegal. Not immigrant, illegal immigrant. Immigrants built this country. They're the backbone of our country. I'm not saying that they're not. I love immigrants. My wife is an immigrant. He hates immigrants. No, you're right. Every single country does not have an immigration system. There's no process or laws put in place. People can just come and go as they please. Ugh, we miss Obama. I'm doing the exact same thing that Obama did. I don't care what you say. Illegal immigrants aren't illegal. Ugh, I swear my PCOS is acting up again. I feel so hormonal. Wait, did you just say you have PCOS? Yeah, polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's part of my journey as a woman. I hate to be the one to remind you, but you're a biological man who transitioned into a woman, therefore you do not have ovaries. Well, maybe not yet, but I still experience the symptoms. Bloating, mood swings, my hormones are totally out of whack. No, that's not PCOS. You also claim your facial hair is from having PCOS, which is a disservice to the woman who actually experienced that. You have facial hair because you're a biological male. Are you gatekeeping reproductive disorders? No, I'm reality keeping. You identify as a woman, that's fine, that's your business. But PCOS requires ovaries, which you don't have. My doctor said my estrogen levels are all over the place. Yeah, because you're on synthetic hormones. That's not a medical mystery, that's pharmacy math. So you're saying I can't have PCOS because I don't have ovaries? Correct, that's literally the O in PCOS. Trump is literally a convicted felon. He has 34 counts. Oh, can you explain to me what it is that he did? Well, he paid a corn star light or something. Got it. You don't know what he did. Well, here's what happened. Yes, Trump did pay Stormy Daniels hush money, which is not illegal. His lawyer, Michael Cohen, fronted the $130K. Trump reimbursed him in 2017 monthly. Sounds shady to me. He labeled the payments as legal expenses in his bookkeeping. That's it. That's the true crime. So that's 34 felonies? No, that's 34 entries in QuickBooks. Same payment, different lines. Wait, so he got 34 felonies for labeling reimbursements wrong? Yep, and by the way, that's a misdemeanor. But New York tried to upgrade it to a felony by claiming it was a secret campaign expense. But that was in 2017. Exactly, past the statute of limitations. And not one person in New York has ever been convicted of this, ever. So why did he get convicted? Because they found 12 people who hate him enough to say he's guilty. But still, convicted felon. So if I Venmo you back for lunch and say it's for consulting instead of salad and fries, should I just go to Rikers? No? That's how dumb this is. They turned accounting labels to felonies just to get a mugshot. And y'all act like he robbed a bank or something. Okay, but he's still a felon. And you still can't explain why. You just want the headline, not the truth. Trump didn't get 34 felonies. He got one payment labeled wrong 34 times.
So, do you like barbecue?
Yeah, I love barbecue. Do you?
Sure do. So, have you ever driven an electric car?
Nope. They're terrible. Unless, what college did you go to?
Liberty University? you?
South Alabama. So, Team Blake or Justin?
Team Justin. Did you get vaccinated in 2020?
No. Did you? What's your opinion on the border?
I love immigration. I think we need immigrants in our country, you know? Legal immigrants.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes. Are you?
Yeah.
Trump's executive order for birthright citizenship just got blocked. Another win for democracy. Yeah, I saw that. Did you actually read what the judge said? Yeah, he filed a class action lawsuit or whatever and issued a nationwide injunction. What about it? You mean the part where he granted legal status to the unborn? He did what? The judge certified a class of all current and future persons. That means unborn children now have legal standing under the federal court. Nope, that's not what he meant. Oh, I'm pretty sure he did. He wanted to block Trump so badly, he just accidentally handed the pro-life movement exactly what they've been asking for. But we're pro-choice. We don't do fetus rights. That's your thing, right? But now, thanks to your side, unborn babies have legal status, which means lawsuits can now be filed on their behalf. This is insane. What about immigration? In trying to protect birthright citizenship, your radical left judge just told the people in the court, hey, future people in the womb, you count too. But we've spent years saying fetuses aren't people. Yeah, I know, my body, my choice, until suddenly it's legally somebody else's body too. This is all Trump's fault. Crazy, sometimes you go so far left, you end up right. I support Ukraine. I stand with Zelensky. Aren't you an LGBTQ ally though? Yes, what does that have to do with anything? Well, for starters, Ukraine does not allow gay marriage. They only see marriage between a man and a woman. Same-sex couples there are not allowed to adopt or even bury their deceased partner. Well, they do allow abortion. Yeah, they're really big into bodily autonomy, considering they are literally taking men off the streets and just putting them into a war they did not volunteer to fight. That doesn't really sound like they are big into bodily autonomy. Well, we agreed 30 years ago that we were going to protect them. Yeah, that was a spoken agreement. They're not a part of NATO. That is not a binding legal agreement. We can pull out. We do not have to legally protect them. We've done everything we can to help them. I'm just going to shoot it to you straight, okay? There's three outcomes. Either Ukraine loses, which this is not a winning war for them. Either we side with Ukraine and fight against Russia, which we do not want to do, or there's peace. Which one would you prefer? Well, peace, of course. And that's what Trump tried to do with Zelensky. Free Palestine. Wait, hold on. Didn't you just say you hated Charlie Kirk because you claimed he was racist and homophobic, but now you support Palestine, which literally has policies that are racist and homophobic? By that logic, that doesn't make sense. Well, that's different. Okay, and didn't you also just say you can't ban abortion because people will still do it, right? Exactly. So shouldn't same logic apply to firearms? People will just find them illegally if you ban them. No, that's different. Okay, and my body, my choice, you get to choose what you put in your body, right? Yes, I get to choose what I do with my own body. Cool, so that does apply to like experimental drugs and vaccines too? Absolutely not. Get it or be fired. Cool. And free speech, you want to say anything without consequences, right? Yes, our free speech has been under attack. Funny, didn't Google literally just admit like yesterday that they were censoring people for speaking out about Schmovid? What do you have to say about that? That's different? Consistency is hard, huh?